Success, your dad is. You see how all them fellas look at me. Hey, Junior! Come on in and watch this. All right. You pay attention. That's Andrew Ryan on that screen. Ryan's got the formula. You trust your old man on this one. My little lamb. Don't skip on the cockpit. You hear me, Bill?
Judging by your appearance.
Push me! I push right back! You in the bedroom?
Welcome to the Circus of Value! Some money, buddy!
Smart, you're stupid!
What if they're just waiting for me? Better check. Better check. Make me feel sick.
Candy from a baby!
Just another look-see. I looked everywhere. I checked everywhere.
Old Man Winter. That's how we'll cool Suchong's machine.
Yeah?
Atlas sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
What makes you say that?
'Cause you're the only one of us who don't smell like the reptile house at the zoo. Now be quick about it, and just take the winner. This ain't the Goodwill.
Memo to the sales team. While we deny all customer claims regarding purported burns they have received from, quote, overheating of 1958 bathyspheres, unquote, our marketing team has decided to give away flasks of Old Man Winter as part of a new promotional campaign. There will be no recall of the 58. No recall.
So Atlas asked me to figure out where to strike first when we bust out of this place, but, it all depends on when we get out. November 5th is a big founding of Rapture Shindig at Fort Frolic. Valentine's Day, Arcadia's real popular. If it's near New Year's Eve, then, hey, we could pop the corks off all the stuffed shirts down at the Kashmir restaurant.
The time has come, brothers and sisters. Did you want to keep climbing Andrew Ryan's ladder? Just to watch him knock it down as you're reaching the top? The cards are stacked. What's a bunch of fine words if there ain't deeds to back them up? Rapture was supposed to be different. But the only thing that separates it from the slums of New York or Glasgow or about 1 million gallons of salt water. Ryan sent a clear message when he had Frank Fontaine put down. It's time all you learned your place. I tell you what, Ryan. Message received. Loud and clear. And here's what the people of Rapture have to say to you. If you won't give us what we want, we're more than happy to come and take it.
Welcome to the Circus of Value! Hey, I've got a family to feed!
Tell Ryan things are getting hot down here real fast. The goddamn leprechaun is building himself a regular army. If you'd asked my opinion, which you didn't, I'd send a crew down here and clean up the place before they show up on your doorstep. But who am I except some undercover schmuck you sent to give you straight dope?
Another coded message. Attempt to retrieve Ace in the Hole from Suchong unsuccessful. Ryan Private Security killed 3 of our men in the bargain. We'll need to explore alternate means of obtaining Ace.
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Just what we needed. That was the last of it.
Now, you think you can
finish the repair?
Sure. I've been fixing quantum field generators since kindergarten.
Together, we'll remake the world! Come! Let's test your metal!
What was that?
Look long and hard enough, the parasite will reveal.
Think of what we'll accomplish together!
Pay attention, class! The parasite is here! Ah!
Scratch your back as you have scratched.
Welcome to the Circus of Value! Come back when you get some... money, buddy!
Tell Ryan things are getting hot down here real fast. The goddamn leprechaun is building himself a regular army. If you'd asked my opinion, which you didn't, I'd send a crew down here and clean up the place before they show up on your doorstep. But who am I except some undercover schmuck you sent to give you straight dope?
Did you give him my message? What's that now?
Feeling hot under the collar? Stay frosty with the plasmid that lets you enjoy life at a cool pace. Turn down and turn up.
Sure, nothing. Ryan's playing him all like a cheap fiddle. He plays, know how they dance.
You expose your frailties to me! Timing me!
Come back! We can work this out!
Butterflies in your stomach? Come here. I have just the thing.
Come back! I just want to talk is all.
Though there's little to like in this Atlas fellow, one must admire the lilt in his brogue.
I do commend this recent effort of yours to find the good in people.
Sadly, it's all a lie.
The effort?
The accent.
I don't suppose there's much about the man that's authentic.
He's authentically homicidal.
And you view this as a positive.
Well, one has to start somewhere.
Sam, that you? Sam?
Who the hell are you? Show me what you're capable of!
Anyone who even looks at you.
How long you been talking?
Now we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on. Out of Eve. Suchong must have a supply stashed here somewhere. Gotta swap in the new cathode tube. Suchong schematic showed on the back of the device, I think. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do.
address system. That's how you do it, Kara. Just like that.
Determined, uncompromising, advised.
Expose your frailties to me! Come on! What are you running away for?
Paper. Spying on me again.
They can get away with anything.
Pre-pageant jitters, dear.
If you're going to disappear before my diagnosis, why did you come in the first place?
I want you to stop following me.
How could you just walk away?
I'll give you my all.
I never wanted to be no killer.
I ain't letting a good lead like you get away. Stay! He may be more yet. Come back! I just want to talk is all.
That's it. Boss! I'm getting out of here.
These trucks. Hunt castle. Never respected me!
Stop that right now!
Where'd they go, Kara?
Criminal dealings. Fallacy and misdirection. Those sprinkle in the market tickets now.
I got what it takes!
Cut my streets. You can do it too.
Come here, hon. Got a sweetheart
You're
here.
so smart, you're stupid!
Come here, baby. I ain't sore.
I never wanted to be no killer.
You should be ashamed! Only hiding from yourself. Huh? How long you been two-timing me?
So cruel, the hand that takes your strength. I'm the only one who knows.
Ain't no big shot around here!
are you?
Show me what you're capable of.
There's no excuse for a
Never respected me.
That you, honey? I made you! What's that, cookie face?
This is what happens when you swim with
You were saying that you?
Who the hell are you?
Let's test
Say
it.
no. That's it. Got you.
Pretty? You in the bedroom?
I know you better than you know.
Baby! I ain't sore!
Let the good lead like you get away.
Give me the cold shoulder.
Think yourself. How could you just walk away?
How we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see.
Sesame.
What did I tell you?
Look. We're on the First Lady. It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen?
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time. If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Power for device, very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Suchong wants something simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Fink has a secret life. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for Suchong. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.
We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to...
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield that places ammo into your gun.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't.
How do you know that?
Because we didn't.
Done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive, a girl.
She must leave, a woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
My dear brother, these holes in the thin air continue to pay dividends. I know not which musician you borrow your notes from, but if he has half the genius of the biologist I now observe, well, then you are to be the Mozart of Columbia.
one thing people need to learn is that fear is the antidote to fear. I don't want to be a part of their world. I don't want to be a part of their culture, their politics, their people. The sun is setting on their world, and soon enough, all they gonna see is the dark.
Just bide your time. What's going on?
Please. You're next.
2 arms, brothers!
Find her. I'll find her.
Kill you!
Where are you?
I'll kill you myself!
To the pigs! When I find you, rise up!
Come out, come out.
Who escaped?
Who's out there?
I'll find the piggy.
I'll watch you die! You're not going anywhere!
I can smell ya. Kill your offender.
Change. That's what the people need. But sometimes I feel all I have to offer them is blood and fire. The things they done to me, I can't forget them. I was Columbia's victim, and victimhood begets shame. Oh, what element of human experience is more corrosive than shame? I'm rotted from the inside out. What do I have to offer this revolution except my own dark motivations? When all is said and done, what's more important to me? The people I want to save? Or those I want to murder in their beds?
I heard you.
You gonna ask for this, girl? Here I come!
Yeah, there's a war coming. You can smell it in the air. Fear, hatred, people dying every day. But how many more will suffer if we rise up?
Violence begets violence, I know this. I've seen this. The rational mind argues for a peaceful solution to find a common ground, but what common ground is there to find for a father who watches his child bleed out in the street? How do you deny him his vengeance? I know that fire that burns deep inside. I know it all too well. And when the time comes, will I be able to stay to hand?
Return when you got some currency, fella!
Think.
A giant clock.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No, there's a slot for some kind of key for manual winding. We just gotta find that.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Yo, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work.
Our current state of being, or lack thereof, has left my brother unfulfilled. The biological urge to leave one's mark is strong, and it is not an impossibility. We could instantiate ourselves back in Columbia, return to an old life for the possibility of creating new. But we died in that world. Returning would mean giving up part of us. Ourselves. We'd become flesh and all that it is heir to. The mysteries of the universe would become once again mysteries.
We've got the clock key.
damn sea slugs. Could that Oriental have come up with a more inconvenient fuel for his plasmids? If there is a God, and I've seen more evidence to the contrary than in support, you'd think he'd have put Adam into the belly of a nice little seagull or crow. The cost of all these underwater expeditions are murdering my margins.
As to the matter of religion, let me place myself in the camp of the agnostic. I pretend to understand the mysteries of the infinite no more than you, Comstock, or anyone else for that matter. For the sake of argument, let's say this is all one unhappy accident, and we are all alone in our toils. Then who would Comstock use to control and shame us with rules that apply only to those with not a penny in their pocket? If there were no God, you could rest assured the first deed done by the first rich man would be inventing him.
Idiot his lock of hair.
Listen, I got you your gun. I'm here for my issue.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Booker DeWitt was a hero to the cause, a story to tell your children.
Booker, you there? I miss you. You were the only one who ever... You were my only friend. Booker.
I'm not even here. I'm a projection of your own.
Could you humor me then? Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
Identify yourself! Pour the box! What are you doing?
You can't kill her!
Go die here!
Jesus, it's ripe in here. Say, somebody, fetch me a millionaire to clean this mess up.
Find her!
Gonna hunt you down. I'll find her.
Here I come!
Comstock promises there's nothing to be worried about. But I don't like the smell of things down in Finkton. Not one bit. If trouble rears its ugly head in the form of one cantankerous negress, I've laid in some supplies in the event of a forced evacuation. They're down in what I call my chamber of panic, near the base of my statue. I've set the code to 8371.
Put knife right in you!
Come back here. I'll find her. No surrender! There's no survival. Never stop fighting! Kill her!
Daisy sacrificed herself. Set me up to kill her, to turn me into what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you...
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I.
Somebody hide! Gonna hunt you down! Don't think you can hide from me! Come back here! Down! Hey, are you alright? That's it. I'm coming for you! Here I come!
Oh well. What's going on?
Gonna hunt you down! Still warm. No!
To arms!
Oh, escape, pig! Death to the pig! You
needle in a haystack.
What's going on? I can smell ya. You're afeard of me.
Seems like Fink and Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Lutesses. Cross-reality collaboration. It all makes a kind of sense. The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables. What is all this?
Imprinting. That's a wire mother. If you separate a gorilla from its real mother, it will imprint on almost anything. Even that.
Why would Fink care about that?
Songbird. You wanted him to imprint on me.
Well, if I recall, that was a problem he solved.
Poor things. Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so I left them to die. Imprinting failed. That can't be right. Clearly they formed a connection between Songbird and me.
How?
I was so young. I always remember him just being there. Must be a prototype or something.
Human?
Does it matter? Tried hypnotherapy.
On the Songbird. How'd that go?
About as well as you'd expect. Booker. The little girl in the film. It's me. My God. Oh, I remember. He'd crashed into the tower. I guess he was in some sort of fight. I waited there thinking, I don't know, that something would happen, but he just lay there, moaning. I couldn't just...
The lion with the thorn in its paw. So much for science.
I should have just left him there to die. I should have just... I will never escape it. Exploited, exploiting, me, Comstock, you, Sally. It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round. Well, this must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own hair.
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted on Songbird. But to him, all of the answers lie in DNA. Men like Suchong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
Elizabeth.
Time to go back. I know.
It's open. See if anything's worth reappropriating. Check for stragglers. Spread out.
You gonna answer for this, girl?
Oh! No dating! What's going on? Tear it all down! Free!
You can't hide forever. I ain't no private dick. Someone else can find her. Here I come! Gonna hunt you down. They gonna have to go through me first.
Death to Pam!
Never stop fighting!
Space. You're next, you hear me?
What you got there?
Dunno. Just grabbing anything that looks halfway decent.
Who did this? I heard you.
Don't think you can hide from me. You can't hide forever.
Who done this?
Somebody hide! Back here.
That's enough of that business. I'm done.
Do you think Daisy really even had a choice?
What do you mean?
Right about now, I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child she was never going to harm. She chose to die for her revolution. What about me? For all the endless worlds, all the infinite possibilities. Did I ever even have a choice? Did you?
Yeah. Booker thought he did.
Look where it got us. Right back where we started. All these infinite universes. And yet we end up just going down the same paths.
I don't take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle a marker. Comstock locked me up in a tower. And I sold Sally for what? Revenge? To prove a point?
And yet, here you are, settling the debt.
And say we find her. The old past their damage to the young. Isn't it too late for her now?
Well, I'd say that's up to her to decide. Just as coming back here was up to you.
Rapture runs on children. Little girls with gold growing in their bellies. I'm not gonna break any cycle. If I'm lucky, maybe I can dent it. Just a little.
Pretty lady has the hair? Deal is deal. Bring it to Suchong.
Pretty lady put hair sample in tube. Then business is finished.
What's going on?